this level 1, 2, and 3.
We're gonna hit a bump here. It don't matter except for my 360 hanging out. 21, 22 in the. See the maneuverability and right on the gravel. So this trike is not an issue with gravel, stone dust.
Oh, I locked them up. I hate doing that.
Now, could I turn 90 degrees? No. Why? You can't do that with anything, really. When I had my Corvette, did I go fast and turn 90 degrees? No. But does this demonstrate stability? Of course it does. See the uneven terrain? Not a problem. Let's see if we can make it through the slop. Yeah, we can. See that? This is another one of those fields. If you did about a mile of it, yes, yes, yes. If you did more than that, fat old butt Bruce, no, no, no. But you saw the uneven terrain. This trike is just a speed monster. Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. I am. I woke up and I have a new product. I have a new e-trike in front of me from VICTRIP, VICTRIPebike.com. Who's VICTRIP? I'm going to tell you in a second, but let me tell you, I was reluctant to take this trike. I have turned down 5 bikes, 1 trike, 1 mobility scooter, 2 bike racks, a video camera, and some other odds and ends in the past 6 weeks because YouTube has turned into work. So I was not even going to take this trike. They called me out, kind of in a nice way. They said, Bruce, we've been watching your videos. We like them. They're very good. But you're wrong. VICTRIP, their first trike, they said, we have the most feature-packed folding trike for the money. Now, if they're telling the truth, we're going to see if it's really true. It is. Why? They gave me a code. They gave me a link. Save you money. Use my code in the description. $1,249 for this. No tax, free shipping. Yes, no tax, free shipping. Under $1,250 for this trike. Now, that wasn't the reason why I took it. I researched the company. I didn't see anything bad. They make bikes, and this is their first trike. They own their factory in China. Quality control. That's a good thing. The specs on it really are, I have not seen these specs on any other trike in this price range anywhere. But really, the thing that put me over the edge that I took this new product in was transparency. I kept digging on their website, looking at all the stuff, reading everything, and then warranty. They put in writing on their website, they put in writing their warranty, and they say if something breaks, defects, whatever, we'll send you the parts. But if you can't do the repair yourself, you can take it to a bike shop. You can get it repaired, send us the bill, and we will pay it. And they put it in writing. First time I've seen a company put it in writing that says, we will pay a shop for you. We will reimburse you. And then the other thing is this chart. You can't see what this is, but this is on their website. It's a range chart. First company that has gone into such detail, such transparency about the battery. This battery is actually 25% bigger than any other battery on a trike in this price range. Yes, there is no other trike in this price range in the world with this size battery. LG sells UL certified battery. They tell you PAS1 going, they tell you the speed. PAS1 going X 7 miles an hour, you will go so many miles. PAS2 going X amount of miles an hour. They tell you the PAS level and the speed and how much mileage you're gonna do. And they tell you the weight of the rider, 175 pounds. They tell you that it's flat terrain. And they tell you the temperature, which affects distance. So that's why I took this trike. Transparency, quality control, the specs, and the price are out of this world. Now, it came in this orange. I'm gonna call it solar orange. It is a heavy, super heavy metallic flake. It's actually gorgeous. It also comes in black, red, and gray. if they're telling the truth about the specs, and this really is, as they say, this trike is going to dethrone the OG, and no other company at this point in time is going to have anything to compete with it price-wise. Look at that beautiful color. We'll try to get a better color than metallic flake. For a budget trike with so much metallic in the paint, really, really surprising. All right, this is the VICTRIP T1. Now, I'm going to tell you why I have already labeled this trike the Terminator of affordable trikes. One, the price, $12.49. Free shipping, no tax. And I'm going to tell you the few specific features before we hit all the specs. It goes 20 miles an hour, which is rare. It has hydraulic brakes. That is unheard of. Rare in this price range. It comes with the front basket, comes with the basket liner in the rear, a 450-pound capacity, and a battery that's 20 amp hours, LG cells UL certified. Most trikes in this price range are under 15 amp hours, and actually most of them are like 13.5. So this trike does have the most good features out of any other trike in this price range. I know of no other trike in this price range that can talk about, advertise all the features. Now, I told you orange also comes in gray, black, or red, and it comes with a charger, 2 keys. Charger is air cooled. Now, why do I have this screwdriver here? I have a screwdriver here because assembly was very easy. Took me about 2 hours, but I was multitasking. You could probably do it in about 1 hour. Most of the stuff can be done with a screwdriver. Now, it comes with hex head, Phillips head, bolts. Why am I so amazed at this? It's long enough that you can reach all the areas, and the tip on it is magnetic. Why is that important? I have arthritic fingers. I have fat sausage fingers. It's hard to hold bolts, especially little bolts and screws. With a magnetic tip, you can put the screw in there and put it right in its place. Anybody who has arthritis and has tried to do things with small bolts and screws will appreciate how nice it is to have a magnetic screwdriver included for the build. Now, let's do the specs. 20x3 tires, a really different kind of tread. I've never seen it before. Nice aggressive tread. Aluminum frame, aluminum fenders, comes with that rear basket. 160 millimeter hydraulic disc brake. Speed differential. Turns the wheels at different speeds when you make a turn. Allows you to make safe turns without losing control. It creates stability and safe travel. Running light, brake light. Company says 500 watt peaks at 1,000, but it's actually labeled a 48 volt, 750 watt. Jumbo big battery. 48 volt, 20 amp hours, LG cells. 25% bigger than any other batteries in this price range from other companies. Comfortable seat. I've already put a little bit of mileage on here. Backrest, adjustable. Swept back handlebars. I've never seen this before on a trike. Very, very nice. Front basket, 160 millimeter hydraulic brakes. The brakes are branded CYNB. Never heard of them. I've already tested them. They work very well. Again, metal fenders. Cable management was okay. I added some wire ties that the company provided with the bike. Folding mechanism. Front suspension fork with preload and then lockout. Most of the time there is no preload. I'm a heavy rider, so I've loaded it up as tight as it'll go. Seat, lever on the back to lift up so you can remove the battery. The battery's charging port, off on switch. And then this lever, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This is how you tighten up the seat position. So why do I think this is easy and pretty cool? Traditionally, it's a little nut, and then you have to press it hard with your hand. A lot of people can't do this. This is simply a twist and turn to loosen or tighten. Very smart design. First time I've ever seen this. Battery comes with 2 keys and a charger that's air-cooled, which is very nice. To remove the battery, press the lever on the seat, flip up, put the key in, turn to unlock, and then the battery will come out. To install, same process, just in reverse, push it down, and then lock the battery before you go off on your merry travels. Here is the cockpit, round circular grip, light button, horn button, control pad, brake lever, parking brake, nice beautiful screen, grip throttle, parking brake. Parking brake, you squeeze the lever and then turn this switch to the left. To turn the bike on, press the M button and the screen comes right to life. Very bright screen. Miles per hour, battery bars, your PAS level, your wattage tells you, and then your odometer. And if you press the M button, you will scroll to see your trip, your time that the bike has been on, and then back to your odometer and the horn. Very loud. And then the light button. You can see how bright that light is. Very bright light. And when the bike is turned on, you always have a super bright rear running light. And then anytime you hit the brakes, you'll get a brake light. To change your PAS levels, there's an up arrow, take you to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the down will take you back to 0. 0 is no power with the throttle or pedaling, and you'll automatically have power in 1 with the throttle and pedaling as well. It is a cadence sensor, meaning when you turn the pedals, the motor will kick right in. It is a single speed. There are no gears to shift, which makes it nice and easy with regards to little to no maintenance for this e-trike. 6 foot, 295 pounds, 32-inch inseam. This is what my leg looks like at the bottom of the pedal stroke, top of the pedal stroke.
You turn the pedals and the motor takes off. And the pedals just left.
The seat will go up even higher and the seat will go down lower. This trike will fit riders anywhere from 5'2" to 6'3", maybe a little bit shorter than 5'2". This seat has adjustability, and the handlebar stem can go up or down. We are out on the VICTRIP T1, the Terminator of all budget trikes. Gentle takeoff in PAS level 1. You see the display and the GPS matching up. In PAS level 1, this will go 7 miles an hour. In PSA 2, it'll go 10. PSA 3, it'll go 13. PSA 4, it will go about 16. And I've had this in PAS 5, 22 miles an hour. So you can see that the display, very gentle in PAS 1, 2, and 3, like a mobility scooter taking off. You see how the GPS and the display are spot on, spot on. Great job, VICTRIP. And we are going to do a high speed run here so I can show you the max speed as well. Look at the turning radius. Put it up into 5. The cadence sensor and the throttle match. So let's get the max down. 17. We're gonna hit a bump here. It don't matter except for my 360 hanging out. 20. 21. 22 when the motor stops pulling. Which for most people, 20 miles an hour on a trike is fast. Not for me, but this trike's pretty freaking stable. You saw us hit that bump, the little dip in the manhole cover. I guess we were doing 16 or 17 then, and no stability issues whatsoever. So this is a very stable trike. We're gonna do brake test, emergency brake test. This budget-friendly trike, use my code, save $50. This trike is $1,249, no tax-free shipping. This is the cheapest feature-loaded packed trike I have ever seen, and so far I already have several miles on this. So far it is performing like a champ. I have two cones 19 feet apart. We're going to go about between 15-20 miles an hour and slam on the brakes. I hate locking up the tires, and you will see what the stopping power is with these hydraulic brakes. They are CYNB, if I am reading them right. The company will correct me if I'm wrong. And does it really matter? No, you're getting hydraulic brakes though. 12, 13, 14. See the display? 16. I got to make sure I don't kill my camera, 360 camera. Oh, crappy. We're doing 18, 19. Oh, bruising. Oh, I locked them up. I hate doing that. 19 feet, cone to cone. That's pretty good. Anytime it stops in that, we're doing about 17 miles an hour. Anytime it stops between the cones, when you're going that speed, that's good. The throttle and the PS levels are tied together just like the cadence. So you're in PS level 1, you pedal, you're gonna go 7 miles an hour, use the throttle, you're gonna go 7 miles an hour. You don't get full speed, full power into PAS level 5. There are no gears to shift, so it's less maintenance. And most people who have a cadence sensor trike, they don't shift anyway. All right, we are gonna do our neighborhood trail and then go on the gravel. 20x3, aggressive tread tires. There is a name on them, but I can't pronounce it. I have my 360 camera out so you can see this turn. Now this is a little just sharp. Oh, fudge, I just killed my camera. Darn it. From a stop, up this super steep hill. No pedaling. Oh, good morning. Oh, on this trike today, I have installed this 360 camera, which just got beat to poop by the pine tree. I have my phone holder, and I have a mirror that I added. Always put a mirror, and I have 30 ounces of coffee. Now, going from a stop. Oh, let's go back. Let's go wide so I don't kill my camera. All right, going from a stop up this super steep hill. No pedaling. Oh, good morning. Oh, let me stop my video for a second. Stop and give you some 360, I think, in here too, showing you the maneuverability on the S-turns. Yeah, this is a great. So far, this trike has not been disappointing to me at all. Can you see my trike trails from the other day? Yeah, I've already been here. I'm gonna kill my camera. I whack my camera every time I go in the woods. I'll try to give you some 360 without hitting a freaking tree. See the maneuverability and right on the gravel. So this trike is not an issue with gravel, stone dust. It has a lot of power. The company says it's 500 watt that peaks at 1,000. My camera just took a dumpy bump. Oh, thank you, God. It would have hit that tree if it didn't slide in. You tell me God's not great. For simple things in life, thank you. Save my camera again. The company says 500 watt peaks at 1,000, but the motor is branded 750. I think it's 750 and peaks at 1,000 because when I was going 21, 22 miles an hour, the watt meter was showing 980 some watts. My trike trail from the other day. Yeah, I've already been here. I'm gonna kill my camera. I whacked my camera every time
hitting that freaking tree. The maneuverability and right on the gravel. So this trike is not an issue with gravel, stone dust. It has a lot of power. The company says it's 500 watts a piece of 1,000.
See how good it handles? We just went over that log, that stick, not a problem. Now, the other thing that I wanted to tell you is, look, boom, stability. Oh, let's let these people go. Come on, you guys can come. All right, we are back on our journey, and I was telling you all that this trike is stable. And if you want to help and go faster, you can use the throttle and the pedals at the same time. People think that you cannot use them both together. Yes, you can. Now, look how we do going off the curb. 360 off the curb. Boom, baby. Stable. Let's go do some more trail riding. Let's go up this little hill all throttle. No pedaling. Good morning. No pedaling. Picking up speed. Look, 16 miles an hour, 17 miles an hour. Curb climb. Boom. Another sharp turn. Boom. And this trikes are perfect for, I want to ride around my community, I want to ride around my neighborhood, I want to ride around my town on a budget, and I don't want to, let's go do more gravel, bumpy gravel, stone dust actually, and I don't want to buy a golf cart. Like, I don't want to spend, ooh, this is slick, thick and sloppy, boy. This trike, it's not having any problem going through it. You're going to see the trails. You're going to see our tire tracks, how deep they are when we go back the other way. Front suspension, it's a budget trike. It's a budget front suspension. I'm a heavyweight. If you're a heavyweight like me, this trike has preload, which is also not seen on trikes in this price range. Not. I've never seen it before. They normally just have a lockout. This trike has preload. I've loaded it up to maximum preload. If you're a heavyweight, do that, and you'll get better. You'll get better performance. Now, look at the tight turning radius. Look how tight that was. When we go down here, I'll lower the camera so you can see how deep the stone dust was. So the tires have good traction. The front fork suspension is good for what it is, a budget trike. Now, let's see if you can see. You can hear it sloshing through. See how deep the sand is? It's not sand. Oh my gosh, the gravel, stone dust, thick stone dust. Now, super steep hill going down it. This will give you an idea of stability. Now we're going to come right back up it. Now, is this kind of crazy? Yes. I typically do not go on this road because it's a 40-mile-an-hour road that everybody drives 50, 55, 60, 65. And I wish, oh man, we are flying, but the display shows 0, which is really freaking annoying. In fact, I'm going to start milking the brakes because even though we have stability, we got to stop right down here. We're going to stop at the bottom. I guarantee you we hit 30 miles an hour. All right. Going to wait for this car to pass, hopefully not kill us. See, that's why. I know that guy too. He's doing faster than the speed limit. All right, let's turn my camera on so we can get some 360. Oh my gosh, come on, car. Oh, right. Now, that's why I got to watch the front of us for the turn. Yes, I do this for you. Nobody else. This is so stupid of me to do. I've ridden trikes on this road before, but I don't like doing it. They're just too slow. All right, we're going up the... Oh, let me show you the... hopefully you're seeing it. We started out like 17. If this goes up at 10 miles an hour or better, I'll be happy. Oh, I'll pedal at 6 because I don't want to kill it. It does not like the steep hill. Does not like the steep hill. 6 miles an hour, I'll pedal. I gotta pedal. I gotta pedal. Let me take the throttle off. All right, so I can pedal up this hill. I'm gonna put the 360 in the video so you can see me pedaling up the hill. This goes up at 10 miles an hour or better, I'll be happy. Oh, I'll pedal at 6 because I don't want to kill it. It does not like the steep hill. Does not like the steep hill. 6 miles an hour, I'll pedal. I gotta pedal. I gotta pedal. Let me take the throttle off. All right, so I can pedal up this hill. I'm gonna put the 360 in the video so you can see me pedaling up the hill. This is not this has some torque, but this does not have hill climbing ability. And that's just how it's tuned. This is not this has some torque, but this does not have hill climbing ability. And that's just how it's tuned. I'll strike that. It could be the tuning, it could be the actual motor, but it doesn't have torque. It's got top speed. Oh, it does not like to be worked hard either. Oh, someone's gonna hit our camera and us. The good thing about the camera, it gives people the 3 foot that they need to stay away from me for Maryland law. Even though they all hate me. But I've been hated before. We'll get that red guy, that red pickup truck in this video. All right, so there you have it. She is not a strong hill climber. Now, there's no rear suspension. You could put a suspension seat post on here and have more comfort. Could you ride like this? Yes. Could Bruce ride like this for a mile or so? Yes. Could Bruce ride like this for more than a mile or so? No, be really obnoxious. First off, the front's handling this kind of stuff, but after a while, it would suck, and that's just how it would be. This is not an off-roading beast. This is a field baby, gravel trail rider, stone dust rider, yes. But hardcore off-roader, no. This is not like some of my other trikes that have been really good hardcore off-roaders. But if you're cutting across the field, yes, you'll be fine. The one thing that I've noticed is that the mileage calculation on the display is shy. My Relive app has us going almost twice as far as we've really gone. My Relive app never gives you too much. My Relive app lately has been taken away. So when the Relive app is done at the end of the day, add a little bit to that because I started it after we'd already gone about a mile, but that will be a more accurate estimate of how far we've gone. So that's good to know that the display speed is accurate, mileage is not accurate. That's one reason why you got to ride your bike, get to know your bike so you know exactly how far you can go. All right, I'm going to give you a 10-mile review here in 2 seconds. I want to go off the cliff though. That'd be a bummer. Look at that. Is that beautiful? This is what you can do with a trike. This is what you can do with a trike. You have mobility issues. Doesn't matter your age. You can get out. Even if you don't have mobility issues, these are outstanding replacements for golf carts. I have a front basket. I have a back basket. I have my back basket full of like 15 pounds of gear. I have my coffee and some camera stuff in the front. Golf cart, a cheap golf cart, it's what, $8,000. This, $1,249, free shipping, no tax, and you can cruise. You can hook up a trailer to this and haul more stuff. When you have a trike or a bike even, you just cruise and enjoy the fresh air and the beauty of the world. Get out and live life, my friends. Get out and live life. Look at this steep turn. Tough, tight turn. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Good job, VICTRIP. Job for creating. Oh, is he going to come this way? Nope. Good job for creating the T1, the Terminator of budget trikes. This will be a test hill when we come back up. Oh, I forgot to tell you, 10-mile review. Okay, 10-mile review. Brakes, outstanding. Stability, outstanding. Steering, outstanding. Front shock, front fork, average C. Hill climbing ability, climbs like a 500 water, C. Top speed, A. Seat comfort and the backrest comfort, boom. Look at that, stability. Let's go back up this way. Boom, baby. Look at the tight radius, tight turning radius. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's nice. Tight turning radius, A. Seat comfort for everybody who's watching any of my videos knows that I have a fat old man temperamental butt. So far, after we've gone about 10 miles, the seat is still getting an A grade, and the backrest is also getting an A grade, which is adjustable. The only two negatives I have at this point are, if you don't like wine, whether you get cheese or not, if you don't like wine, the motor whines, you can hear it. And when you're coasting down a hill, or coasting in general, the display goes, let's see if it can make it up this hill without having me, oh, there's a car coming. Let's go backwards. Pedal backwards we are. Whoa, daddy-o. The display goes to 0. All right, now I'm gonna pedal. I don't want to kill this trike. That's a steep hill. I've had 750 watt bikes not make it up from a stop, because it just depends how everything is tuned and how it's set up for torque or speed. Most of the time when you have bikes or trikes that are faster than average, which this is, you lose a little bit on the torquiness. So 10-mile review, trike's still an A. 10-mile review, the trike is still the Terminator of every trike in this price range. And every trike that costs more. There's other trikes that are $200-$300 more that are not this good. They are just not this good. They're not as good as the Terminator. They're not as good as the T1. And for that subscriber who hates my singing, I'm sorry, but I just have to sing about this trike. $12.49. Click on the link, use my code in the description. Free shipping, no tax. Yes, 295-pound flat man, yeah. 295-pound fat man with 15 pounds or so of gear going back and forth. 9, 10 miles an hour. Yes, yes, yes. Outstanding VICTRIP. You, for your first trike, grand slam. You got gravel you got to go through? Got gravel you got to go through? A little bit of a hill? No problem. You know why? Speed differential. Good trike design. Stability. Oh yeah, we're zigzagging on gravel. Bruce, you're gonna crash. No, no, no. Not on the T1. Look at the, look. Are you seeing what we're doing? Yeah. A little gravel here, a little gravel there, a little gravel everywhere. Oh yeah, we did it. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. We did it. Yeah. Little gravel here, little gravel there, little grass here, little grass there. Twist and turn, up and down, hills and stuff. Stability, stability, stability. Leaving smooth paved surface to gravel and hill. Watch. Bumpity bump, 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 bump. Bumpity bump, 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 bump. Not a problem. Got tennis players on the tennis ball, pickleball courts. Look at this. Perfect neighborhood, town, trail rider. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. Look at that. 13, 14. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now, do you want to take the turn at 14 miles an hour? No. Another speed run. $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, almost 22, 21.8, 21.8 with one battery bar gone and about, oh heck, I gotta look at the mileage. Not too shabby, not too shabby. But again, I've got to just tell you, this trike does not like hills, does not love hills. This trike is good for top speed. If you're going up a steep hill with this trike and you're full boating the motor, it has like a self-preservation mode because it'll back off speed and power for 3 or 4 seconds before it picks back up again. Now, I'm assuming that's a design in the motor and not a defect in the motor, but it has it only does it when it's motor's being bogged down. Either in when I was in some soft terrain, it did that, and up the hill. And I'm pretty darn sure it's to keep you from burning up the controller and the motor. I'm still giving this trike an A so far. I'm still going to call this trike the Terminator of budget trikes, folding and non-folding, because of all its features, and I only have a couple things to ding it on, and none of them are fatal flaws. But I'm riding this like I stole it, so I'm going to try to kill this thing, or tell you at the end of the day, I've killed the battery, the trike has survived, and it's good. Oh, 22! And it's shut off. And we're reading the same speed on our school camera, school speed sign. So, very good, very good, very good. Got a gravel road. Rutted gravel crappy road. Not a problem for the VICTRIP T1, who I have named the Terminator of budget-friendly trikes. It has not not earned that name in 15 miles. 15-mile review. Brakes, still outstanding. Stability, still outstanding. No unnecessary creaks, groans, rattles. The display, you can see it in the bright sunlight. Every now and then I'll get a glare and I'll see my ugly mug in the screen glare, but I can still see the two most important things even in the brightest of glare, which is the speed, because the speedometer is so prominent, the speed in the center, and the PAS level. So the display is an A display, even in the bright sunlight. The only thing that the seat is still good, and the back support is still good for my fat old man temperamental. Look at that. But the only thing that is still going on, which is always going to be that way, is the whine of the motor, which I've tested other trikes that had the exact same sound. And when you look at the screen, when you're not using power, when you're not using power, see that? When you're not using power, it's 0, just like that when you're not using power. And I think that's why, look, no, you got to be using power for the speed to show, which is annoying as heck. And that's why the mileage is off. The Relive app's recording more mileage because when this goes to 0, it's not recording mileage. And you know what other trike did that? Which I like that trike. It was a great trike. The Moon Cool Fat Tire trike did the exact same thing. Had the exact same whine, actually. And the display did the exact same thing. And I gave that trike an A grade too, because for what it was and for what it cost, the big fat tires, it was a good trike. This trike here, the T1, the Terminator of budget trikes, 100%. This trike, if I was gonna like dig deep and say, oh my gosh, the one thing that is horrible about this trike, it is not a torque monster, but it is a speed monster. 22 miles an hour, stable, brakes outstanding, display is outstanding, a little bit of lag in the throttle, a little bit of lag in the cadence sensor, average. Right now we're trying to kill the battery. We got a little over 15 miles and we have maybe about half the battery left. So it looks like we're going to be on track probably between 25 and 30 miles, which will be a passing grade. 25 will be on the C end, 30 will be on the A end, because LG sells 20 amp hour LG cell battery. Although I am riding it like I stole it. I've already done a bunch of speed tests. But so far, 15 plus mile review, it's making me work at it to kill the battery, and it's still banging out 20 miles an hour, 21 miles an hour with half its battery gone. So, VICTRIP, first trike, A plus so far, A plus. Stability, you see. Stability, you'll be. Stable, that's the name of the game. Stable. We're doing this at 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 miles an hour. It just does not like hills. Does not like steep, long hills. The motor does not like the motor and the controller does not like steep hills. I'm not going to say I'm not going to ding it for that, because this trike is actually behaving. I got sand in my. I went through some sand. This trike is behaving just like 500 watt TK1, although I really do believe it peaks at 1,000. I just think that it's geared and set up for speed, which it all depends what your flavor is, vanilla or chocolate. Oh, see how the front end picks up when you give it the gas? Now, watch. We're going to do this turn. I'm trying to let you see the turn and the speedometer. See that? Look at that. You see the turn we're doing? What'd I tell you? Speed differential. Don't hit us, Mon. Look at that. 20 miles an hour. Coming around that turn. Speed differential. My battery is blinking. My battery is blinking. Finally, I've been riding around. We got almost 30 miles. Almost 30 miles on this battery, which is an A, which I was hoping for and kind of expecting because it's LG cells. LG cells, Samsung cells, good. So, blinking battery is the death march. I'm not going to push it. Let's wrap up and I'll give you my final thoughts on the VICTRIP T1 Terminator of budget trikes. And I'll tell you why I still believe this trike is the Terminator. Blinking battery, and fake mileage. I was using the Relive app. That had a hiccup too, but about 30 miles. So much mileage that I've had to put in my third battery in my Ace Pro, and I have a supplemental charger on my mic because it also died. And along the way, we found a crescent wrench. Really, it's called an adjustable wrench. Crescent is a brand. The VICTRIP, this orange, oh my gosh, it is gorgeous, gorgeous metallic. Why is this VICTRIP T1, the Terminator of budget trikes? Use my code, link in the description, $12.49. No tax, free shipping. There's no other trike that I know of in this price range, folding or otherwise, that competes with all of the things that this trike has, which are a battery, 20 amp hour LG cells, UL certified. That's 25 to 30% bigger than every other trike in this price range, adding even a few $100s more. They're always typically 13 to 15 amp hours, 20 amp hours. That's number one. Number two, 20 miles an hour. There's only one other trike in this price range that goes 20 miles an hour, and I just tested it, and it was the City Tan. But the City Tan is not as stable as this. The City Tan costs about $150 more than this. The City Tan didn't come with the front basket. The City Tan does not have everything that this baby has. That seat and that backrest, most comfortable I've been on a trike. 30 miles or so, my fat temperamental butt was quite content. Throttle, a little bit of lag. Cadence, a little bit of lag. Average. That display, you can see it in the bright sunlight. Great display. Even with sunlight glare, when I see my ugly mug, I still can see the speed and the PAS levels. Outstanding. Two most important things. Front shock has preload. No other trike in this price range that I know of has preload. They're always just lock out. 20 miles an hour, 20 amp hour battery, hydraulic disc brakes. Most other trikes in this price range have mechanical disc. You saw the braking power of these brakes. These brakes are outstanding. No other trike in this price range, no other trike that even costs a few $100s more, has all of these features. This is a great budget-friendly trike. This is a Terminator of budget trikes, and that's what I'm going to name her, Terminator. VICTRIP T1, their first trike, Terminator. If you want this trike, click on the link in the description. Use my code, saves you money. Code doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel. The channel is me. What am I going to do with the money? What I always do. I'm going to take it to the casino and double it, or buy stuff for my charities, whether it's Folds of Honor, Tunnels of Towers, House of Hope Animal Rescue, helping the homeless near where I live, or disadvantaged children, whatever. That's where the money goes. Outstanding, 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 outstanding. The swept-back handlebars, I wasn't sure I was going to like it. But for this trike, because of how the seat angle is, that swept-back handlebar comfortable. 30 miles, comfort, 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 comfort. And there's my stuff in the back. My friends, thank you for being my friends. I hope you enjoyed this review. I was a little leery about taking it. Big claims. I'm so glad that I did, because I love to discover new products, especially budget-friendly products that are great for you. If you have any questions about this trike, drop the questions in the comments and I will answer them. If I don't know the answer, I will get it from the company. Remember, transparency from the company. They have the mileage chart specifying the weight, the temperature, the terrain, the actual speed, and the warranty. You can't fix it. You can take it to a bike shop, get it fixed, send them the bill. They put that in writing. Transparency, transparency, transparency. VICTRIP. All right, my friends, thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being my subscribers. And if you're not, boom, smash that subscribe. Boom, smash that like, share my video and tell your friends. And this metallic orange looks so smoking hot in the sun. Until next time, I love you all. See ya!